Go. Fireworks. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard. Brings
not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Eagles. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
The
tackle by Avonte Maddox.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 13-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Gain of 2 yards.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
On the carry.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
37-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
A gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
The 42-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the
pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game. They always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, it's Peterson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
On the carry. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
From the 16, Wilson. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Adrian Peterson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Bengals 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Again, the ball carrier.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Patrick Queen in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that one goes is incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right on the 30. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Now, Bengals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
In punt formation.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Running for it, here's Peterson. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
It's a gain of 3.
On first down, Wilson.
Cincinnati.
It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do in Orlando, he'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
23-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after. And that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
52 is the mic right here over there. Kill.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brings up from the gun. Wilson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete to John Brown.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
1st down, Bengals.
Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon. Peterson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
From the 17, Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They try again with Peterson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Oh, fighting off the defender. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
To number 17.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bengals 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Throwing again, Wilson. Short little throw to Ebron. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Number 16.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now a handoff looking right, and a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Carried by number 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Breeze. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
First and 10 at their own 20.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So after the INT, it's Breeze. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
A fumble on the play.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First down.
Man open left side is Brown.
Wilson's pass.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. Second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again. And how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score.
An unsuccessful attempt at the 2-point conversion. And it was a triple option play. And they chose option 1, handing it to the fullback. And that's not normal.
And sometimes you just miss your read key, right?
Yeah, I think so. And sometimes they actually call that, thinking that maybe everyone will bypass the fullback going out to the tailback or the quarterback. But in this case, they overwhelmed him and stopped him.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Eagles are pouring it on.
It is good.
And it's up and good.
Eagles 50. Bengals 20.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now Wilson on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brings up second.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions.
And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Patrick Queen.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
On the play. Recovered by the defense.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now.